This is David Mann with Lotto Odds and Match 3 Colors. It is April 7th, 2024. Okay, I'm making this as part 2, okay? Using Auto Predict to reduce Pick3 numbers. I'm also making this video to respond to the members who asked questions, which were, one was pertaining to this hit and miss, which is under M3C. They believed it was actually referring to M3C column. It affects the numbers of M3C, but it's actually refers to L1 default. So I can see where that's confusing, so no problem. We're going to go ahead and move the hit and miss to L1 default here, drop down, so you'll know that. It makes it more clear. Okay. The second was asked me that here the pair sums for 822 for these states. Just go over it, how to reduce the numbers using Auto Predict. It's for Michigan, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. Michigan, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. What's overdue is 822, so we're going to go over that. I'm also going to go over the lotto pool, show you how we're going to simplify it, make it easy for everybody, because the current layout of the lotto pool right now is like this. It is powerful, but to a lot of people it's not easy for them to understand this and to utilize this. So instead of them being able to utilize these features correctly, they could wind up using them incorrectly and getting wrong numbers to play. So we're going to simplify this. So while creating Auto Predict, I realized a more simplified way of doing this so everybody can understand it. If you can't understand it, then Lotto Odds is not for you, unfortunately. So here, well, I'm going to go with Auto Predict. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over, I want you to understand that one of the most important things to do is to reduce the 220 box numbers, right, as low as possible. And the reason why I concentrate on box numbers, because we have a feature on the prediction page that can convert box numbers into straight numbers. So we don't need to be working with straight numbers. Simplify it with box numbers, 220. And if you want to work with straight, utilize the my numbers feature here on the prediction page. Okay. Now, so we're going to go through this again. I'm saying that most important is to reduce the 220 to a manageable level, okay, where you can make huge profit, absorb losses, and continue to increase your profits as you go. It's all about making profits here, okay? So this is what I'm showing you here. I'm just showing you something really simple. It's not complicated. It's so easy, and this is how the lotto pool is going to be played. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to utilize only 3 filters right now, which is here, doubles, triples, or singles filter. We're going to utilize the hit or miss, okay? And we're going to utilize here the colors, right? The pair sum colors. That's it. Only those 3, which is this column here, winners column, right? The pair sum columns with the colors, and the L1 default here, okay? So I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through that and show you, okay, how it could reduce the numbers. And you could look at all these colors, right? Any one of them come out, I'll show you how many numbers there are, and it could create a profit. And not only that, but it could give you a second chance of playing the numbers, meaning it could absorb a loss, possibly you'll know before you play the numbers, you'll know if you could absorb a loss and play again, okay? I'm going to show you that. So look, here in the winners section, the first question you're going to ask yourself is it going to be a single or a double? Okay, when I say single, like mixed numbers like that. Okay, and like I mentioned before, within 6 draws, it tends to hit doubles. Okay, doubles are overdue within 6 draws if they don't hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 doubles hit. Okay, so there's a good chance it could come out another double here. I like to look at 3 or 4 doubles coming out. Okay, then it's a really good strong chance, probability that a single will come out. Okay, so let's say, assume here that a single is going to come out. So we're going to choose single, okay? Now the next question here is it's going to be a hit or miss. We have hits, 3 in a row right here. You know what? Let me go to Michigan. The guy asked for Michigan, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. So let's go to Michigan. So, okay, Michigan shows here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doubles overdue. Doubles overdue. So, but anyway, let's assume single will hit. You go single. If it was a double, you just go double like that. But if it's single here, you're assuming it's going to be single. And I also like to look at when I'm now, the second one's going to be here, L1 default, right? Hit or miss. So I like to look at here. I like to see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 coming out. Because if 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 coming out, it gives you a higher probability that a hit will happen next, okay? Because the majority of the winners are low, high, high, or low, low, high, like you see here, dominating, okay? And if that's the case, what's a low? A low is going to be a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? So if you have all the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4s here, okay, or the majority of them, high probability another hit's going to come there. So you have 0, 1, and 4. 0, 1, and 4, you're missing 2 and 3. Okay, so it could be a possibility that a hit is going to come out next from Michigan. All right, and then you have 5, 6, and 8, 9. Okay, so let's say hit will happen. Okay, because look, even if it's going to come out high, 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 you have the 5, 6, 8, and 9. You're missing just 7. So even if it comes out high, 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 okay, you can still have a hit. All right, so that's a good play right there. So we do singles, and with the hit right here, here, all right, there. And this here, I'm gonna mention that we're gonna move this over to L1 default, okay, make it more clear. And I'm gonna turn these filters on. Auto predict automatically turns them off. They win the least, okay, and then they help you reduce the numbers. So auto predict auto reduces the numbers for you by reducing these patterns. Okay, so now we got hit. So we got single filter, we got hit right there, and then we're going for what he said, 822. 822's down here. Now look at 822, and this confirms a single number 2. If 822 hits, look, or if I should even say pink color, because pink is 822, 831, and 813, right? The singles number. Look, singles. Okay, look at this. Singles win. Singles, double singles, right? One double, and majority singles. You see, the pink dominates by single numbers, so that kind of gives you a hint. Also, it could be a single number. All right, so then we'll go. So we have singles, we have a hit, and we have the pink. And because he said, and we're down to how many numbers? We're down to 27 from 220 numbers. But then he said that he wants to isolate the pink with 822. So take out this 1, 2. So you've got 822, like that pink 22. You're down to 18 numbers right there. Those 18 numbers. Okay. So I'm not going to get into any additional filters here because I don't want to confuse you guys or anything. I just want to make it very simple. Okay. So now look, I want to also show you something. I want to turn these back on, right? Now we're looking, and this is cool too. We're looking at pink, right? Just the color pink with the hit and the single, right? Look, single, hit, and pink, right? But I want to show you the other colors. We have 27 with the pink. We have 22 with the brown. We have 23 with the green, and we have 4 only with the gray, and 7 with the yellow. Okay, so you can wind up playing all the numbers, and if you do the calculation right, it will show you that even though if you lose one, you could wind up winning anyway. Excuse me, you could wind up absorbing a loss. Okay, wind up absorbing a loss with that. Now let's see here. What else should I go over here? The next one is going to be, he said, New Mexico. So let's go over that. I just want to keep it very simple for you. I'm not going to go over these additional filters. Just keep it very simple for you. on this video. Next one, he said it was New Mexico. So New Mexico, oh, well, look at this. Greens, high probability purple could come out. Now, here we have 2, 3, and 4. We have 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. We could have a high coming out. High. But it could be a single number, not a double. This state doesn't have too many doubles come out all the time. And double's not overdue yet. It could hit, but it shows not overdue. You have a miss here, so let's presume that it's going to be a single. We got the single down. It's going to be a hit here. We got the hit down. And it's going to be, he said 822. 8 is overdue. The last hit on March 30th. Okay, so pink, and we do 822. Like that. And the numbers that we have, 3 numbers. Oh yeah. This is for sure. If 822 hits next with the hit and the single, one of these 3 numbers will be the winner. Okay? Now, if you did, let's see, if you did a miss, okay, you have 18 numbers. If you did them both, it's 21 numbers. So you could play them both, hit and miss. So the only thing you're playing for right now is for the 822 and the single. Not even that filter. So let me now turn them all back on. You have 32 numbers. And if you play with 32 numbers, you are playing for just the single and the pink. Single and pink. Now let's see the double here. Double's 20. Double's 20. Let's see with the 822. There's only 9 numbers with the double. So, and then if it's here miss, it's 6 numbers. If it's hit, it's only 3 numbers also. So now, if I turn them back on and I go through all colors, we said hit. So we go here, turn off that filter. Pink and brown, like that. 13 numbers. Okay? So you had, the pink has 11 numbers here because we did double. Hold on. I'm going back to singles. Okay. Singles, and then we're doing hit, right? And we're doing just pink, color pink. So it'll be excuse me. Singles. Did we turn on any of the filter? Hold on, those on. Okay. So this one is going to be singles, hit, pink color. 6 numbers. That's it. 6 numbers. All right. So if you go for here, and the reason why it's 6 numbers, just to let you know, we're not just isolating 2, 2. So it's like this. The 3 numbers when we isolate 2, 2, that's 3. If we do just the pink, which is 822, 813, and 831, you've got only 6 numbers. So if you just play the pink, wait for the pink to come out with the hit, you're only playing with 6 numbers. Okay? But remember one thing. If you're utilizing the hit and miss, you have to grab the numbers each draw, because the hit and miss causes the numbers to change each draw. If you're doing like this, if you're playing with the hit and miss together, then you don't have to change the numbers until pink hits, because the numbers never change until pink hits. And remember, you're playing with singles. So there. So now, pink with the singles and the hit is only 6 numbers. Now, if you go to brown, it's 20 numbers. If you go to green, it's 8 numbers. Okay? If you go to gray, it's 4 numbers. If you go to yellow, it's 8 numbers. So this is one that you could have a second chance of playing if hit doesn't win next, or singles. Okay? So you're playing less numbers, could absorb a loss, and then you could play again afterwards if your pattern doesn't hit. Okay? All right, so last one is Oklahoma. He asked about Oklahoma. I'm going to refresh the page. Oklahoma. And after this, I'll show you the lotto pool. So simple. Oklahoma. Here's a double. Very good. Oh, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you want to see. And then 6, 7, 8. Okay? What's missing is only 5 and 9. But look, low, low, low. and high, high, high already hit. High probability, low, high, high, low, low, high will hit. A low will be in the front. What does that mean? You have all the lows here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it says that it's a high probability that this is going to be a hit. Hit. Right there. First of all, turn all these on. It's going to be a hit. Turn off miss. Leave a hit on. Okay? Doubles hit. Can a double hit next? Yes, a double can hit back to back next. But we believe that it's going to be a single. If you believe it's going to be a single, go single like that. Okay? Now this here, look, it's a miss. We already said a hit, so we don't have to worry about that. Now he's saying here pink 822, which is killing it down here. Okay? But before I get to that, before I isolate the pink with 822, let's go through all the colors and let's see how many numbers we have. Okay, so here we have, hold on. So singles hit, the pink is 31 numbers right there, and the brown is 40 numbers right there. Green is 24 numbers, and the gray is 4 numbers, and the yellow is 15 numbers, which gives you a high probability that it's going to be a hit. Okay, because a lot of numbers are under the hit. Okay, so if we do miss, for example, look, 0 numbers for the yellow, 2 numbers for the gray, 3 numbers for the green, 0 numbers for the brown, 1 number for the pink. It's a hit. The next winner is going to be a hit. It will be a hit right there. Okay, so you know it's going to. That's how you could tell what it's going to be, a hit or a miss. Okay, one of the ways. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you some other tips you could tell as well. So we know it's going to be hit. So if it's 822, if 822 comes out next, we're looking at here. Let's isolate 822. All right. So we're looking at 21 numbers right there. One of these 21 numbers would win right there. Okay. And again, I'm not going to use any additional filters. I just want to make it simple for you. So we set single, right? We said it's going to be a hit here. And then we said it's going to be 822 he wanted, 822. Here's your 21 numbers. Let's see if it's going to be a double right there. And let's see, triples, no triples. So doubles or triples. If it's going to be all, it's 30 numbers like that. All right? Now let me show you, before I get to the lotto pool, let me show you some tips, okay? So again, like I said, the tips is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, helps predict a hit. Multiple misses help predict a hit, like here, miss, help predict a hit. And then if you have multiple double digits, helps to predict a double. So if you have multiple digits here, like 1, 1, you have 0, 0, 2, 2, 3, 3, will help predict that it'll be another double coming up. Okay, now here, 6 draws, no double, helps predict a double. So if there's 6 draws here and no double, it means double is overdue. Let's see, reduce all 5 pair colors by hit miss. Okay, lotto pool. Okay, so now let's get to the lotto pool real quick. So this is how simple lotto pool is going to be. Just what I went over. It's going to ask you 3 questions. So currently the lotto pool is looks like this, right? Like I said, showed you. Okay, we're going to make it more simple like this for everybody. It's going to ask you 3 questions. It's going to ask you, what do you think the winner here is going to be? It's going to be single, double, triple. Single, double, triple. Okay, and you just answer that question. The next one's going to say it's going to be hit or miss. You think it's going to be hit and miss. You answer that question. Next one, what color do you think it's going to be? You answer that question, and then it's going to show you the numbers here. Then if you want to isolate the colors, like say for example 822, you go 8 and then 22, 822 like that, and reduce the numbers. Very simple. And then if you want to get further reduction, color patterns right there. Okay, that's pretty much it. All right. This feature, auto predict, should be released this week. I will let you know when it's released.